Hello and welcome to Livestream Saturday. Thank you everyone in that live chat room for joining me so earlier this evening. And let's get you guys up on screen immediately and see who's in the live chat room tonight. And we have Linda Z, Lauren, Shawnee Key, Kastasia, Karen is going too fast. Alexi and Trish and Beverly Donna, Linda Z again, Kevin's in there as well, and Deborah, Stan and Lynn. Hello guys, thank you for joining me, and thank you for doing so many comments so quickly that I literally could not follow the names, but I gave it a good attempt at least. So, we have a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to be talking about last night's video that I released, about tomorrow night's video, and just mentioning that, I was setting up the live stream and I got a little bit sidetracked listening to Buck Dharma's solo that we're going to be looking at tomorrow night, and because I'm just mixing it together and making sure that it's all just pristine and ready to go for tomorrow night on the audio side of things, so I was working on that and got a little bit sidetracked just listening to it over and over again. But make sure that you don't miss that video tomorrow night, but I'll probably be talking about that later on in the live stream. Anyway, let me just get the names of my patrons up on screen because they make this possible in the first place. You guys know who you are, but they also do pop up in the super chat window and the PayPal donations window as well. And just mentioning about donations, last time there were a couple of donations that came in very early on, and I didn't go back far enough in order to find them before we started, or at least when we did start the live stream. So I'm going to address those now. There was a donation from Jill, and it was Jill who messaged me just making sure that I did get it, and I did, so thank you for that, Jill. Lucy also donated, but Jill and Lucy left a message. Jill said, "Looking good, Phil, feels good to get a proper haircut. Let's start early and spike those likes." So thank you for that, Jill, for the last live stream, but also a very good idea for this live stream as well. So as you come through the door, if you can leave a like, that would be much appreciated. And let's see what we're aiming for tonight. I think it's going to be 380. I don't think that the button is quite ready to go yet. There was definitely something, and it wasn't this, but there was something that I've missed out, and I know that I've missed out because I thought, right, I'm going to do that, and then I started setting something else up, and now I can't remember what I was going to do. So that might come to bite us later on in the live stream when I click on something and think, oh, that's what I meant to set up and I haven't set up yet. So we will see. But the good news is that we do have a pick roulette coming up later on in the live stream, and that is all set up and ready to go, so I've remembered to do that. But in terms of the likes goal, I don't think that I've done that quite yet. Let me try and see if this is going to work. There it is. Okay, so the target for tonight is 380, so bringing it back to those likes, if you could leave a thumbs up, that would be great. And as always, when we start the live stream, the live likes gets pushed out of the way and slightly moved. I don't know why, but let me move that across so that we can actually see. It's at 126 likes so far. So thank you everyone who's hit that thumbs up so far. Let's see if we can get a very early spike of the likes going on. So I'm going to have to refer to another page in order to find the donations that came in before we went live, because in YouTube's infinite wisdom, they disappear, the donations, before we go live. So ones that did come in beforehand were from Orlando for $2. Thank you for that, Orlando. And the message is, I will be late, but there, spike the likes with a thumbs up. So Orlando will be joining us later on. Thank you for that. And as is always the case when Orlando donates, we always have a little plug of the mug. And if you want to get your hands on a mug, it's in the tray underneath this video, as well as all the other merchandise. And there's a link to the merchandise in the description below, underneath this live stream video. So you can click on that and get taken through to where you can get the hoodies and the caps, anything that you want, some mugs. There's different colours of mugs, and purple one, white ones, black ones, different coloured hats as well, or caps. I think one of them's called a dad cap or something, different types of caps. Anyway, you can check it all out over at that link. Click on it in the description below. So, we are going to be talking about lots of things tonight. Also, just referring to tomorrow night's video and the new series as it is called, and it's going to be called Under the Spotlight. That's the first episode coming out tomorrow night, so make sure that you don't miss that one, because we are really kicking things off in style with Buck Dharma from Blue Oyster Cult. And I think a lot of you guys probably have seen the video that I uploaded last night, just explaining what it's all about. But the important thing to mention is that we're going to be having the first episode of the series tomorrow night, but then the second episode is going to be coming out next Sunday. And like I said in the video last night, it might be the case that we have more than one a month, and that is going to be the case for this month, so for May. And this is why, if you want to make sure you catch all of those videos, make sure you're subscribed, click the notification bell, make sure that you don't miss any of those, because as you guys will know, over on Patreon, we already have a list of some really cool guitarists, and some of them have been suggested in the comments section when they say, and some people have said, oh, it'd be great if you might be able to get that guitarist in the future or that artist in the future, and they have already been confirmed over on Patreon. So this is why I don't want people to miss out on seeing an artist that they want to see, because if you're not subscribed, you might not get notified, and then you might miss that video, because there are a lot of videos on this channel. So I don't want you guys to miss out, so make sure that you are subscribed. The first one's coming out tomorrow, and that second episode will be coming out next weekend, and that's just going to be Sunday. It's going to be a Sunday thing, so if there is ever an extra one that's going to be released, it'll be on Sunday. At least that's what I'm planning on. If it gets super popular and I get inundated with guitarists wanting to play, then it might happen more than that. But obviously it's something that I've got to fit into my schedule, as well as all the other live streams and videos that I do. And don't worry, this channel is just going to keep on going as it is. I see this extra little series that we have going on just as an extra to the videos that I already make. So the live streams aren't going anywhere. We'll still be live streaming on a Tuesday night and a Saturday night. I'll still be doing the live analysis videos on Wednesday night and the standard analysis videos. But the Sunday might now be now and again another episode of that new series, which is called Under the Spotlight. So look out for that. Really looking forward to diving into that one tomorrow. And everybody over on Patreon will know that I've been working on the background and the graphics and the intro, so it'll be good to finally be able to put that to use. But thank you as well. In that super chat window, we've had a donation from Mariah, and that is for $5. Thank you for that. And the message is to help with the channel. And thank you everyone for all of your kind support of the channel, which has allowed me to just go into a few different directions. I think pretty much it's always the same direction of appreciating music, listening to music, and from my guitar teaching side of things, having taught guitar for so many years, just looking at guitar technique. And it's great to be able to look at some of the top players, as we will be doing over the future weeks and months on the channel. But thank you as well to Marilyn, who donated earlier on tonight, and it was actually this afternoon at, I think, 10 to 2. So thank you for this, Marilyn. And let me get this up on screen so you guys can see it as well. And it just disappeared, but now maybe it's going to reappear. I don't exactly know what is going on here. Okay, let's see if that's going to work. And here we go. We are back. So this, I mean, that is something that I have set up previously, so I don't know why that didn't work, but that's about third or fourth time lucky. This is the donation from Marilyn for £10. Thank you for that. And the message is, hi Phil, here's a little something for fast food, or what is your favourite home cooked meal, with a heart. So thank you for that, Marilyn. And my favourite home cooked meal is probably either, I don't know, eggs and bacon, like a full English breakfast, but for dinner. So with sausages as well, I do like sausages. Maybe if we're talking about a home cooked meal, if it's a family thing, my mum does curries which are great. Spaghetti bolognese, I think I'm gonna probably name a lot of dishes here, but also she does a kind of pizza thing that isn't really a pizza, but it's got mozzarella cheese on, tomato, ham as well, and I can't remember what it's called, but it does have a fancy name. but I can't think of what it is. But it is kind of like pizza. It tastes pretty similar to pizza, but it's on a crispy base. So yeah, that's something that I like. And before I jump into the PayPal donations window anymore, I want to mention as well that we have had a donation after Orlando that came in from Ginny. So thank you for that, Ginny. This is in the super chat window, and this does have a message with it, and it's a donation for $15. Thank you for that. And the message is from Jennifer and me. Question 1: when you can travel to US, what musicians would you most like to meet? Question 2: where did you buy the jacket from? Phil Toons. Never saw one like it here. So thank you for that, Ginny and Jennifer as well. The first question, going to the USA, I think the musicians that I'd like to meet are probably the musicians that I've already met virtually on the internet. I'd probably like to hang out with Daniel, which is Daniel Donato, and he's in Nashville, I do believe. And while in Nashville, Essex County, they're friends of mine who are from Essex, but they're over in Nashville. They are songwriters and also artists themselves, so they play regularly over there. So I'll probably hook up with them if I'm in the same town at the same time. Michael Palmisano as well. It'd be cool to hook up with him because I have hooked up with him over the internet. And trying to think as well, I'd probably pop in and see Donal, just to, even though Donal's an actor and he does play the guitar, so he's a musician in that sense. But yeah, it'd be great to just catch up with Donal Logue as well. And other artists, probably just guitarists that I am fans of. I mean, Kip Winger, I've mentioned him a few times on the channel. It'd be great to hang out with him and just chat, or just to go and see him perform. Also Red Beach from Winger, maybe Steve Vai. I'm just going to end up just naming loads of guitarists. But in terms of the people that I would visit and hang out with, probably guys that I've already met through the channel, but it would be great to hang out with them in real life as well. But anyway, thank you for that, Ginny, for that donation and those 2 questions. Oh, and the second question about the jacket from Phil Toons. Obviously, that is a cartoon jacket, but the one that I wear in real life, I mean, that jacket now is old and falling apart, so I need to get a new type jacket that I'm just going to have to spend a bit of time searching for. But that jacket I bought, I think, from China. And it was actually quite tight on me, and it was something like an extra, extra large in China. So yeah, I think the sizes definitely vary from China, or it might have been Japan. I can't remember exactly where it came from, but it was on eBay, and it's just something that I ordered, and not knowing where it came from until it arrived, and then I had all of the stamps on it from where it had been throughout the world in order to get to me. But yeah, unfortunately that is, well, it has fallen apart by now, so I need to buy another one and just look for one that's going to be similar to that previous one I had. But I think it is relatively similar to the ones, or the one that I am wearing, or at least the cartoon of me is wearing in those Phil Toons. So thank you for those questions, Ginny. And everyone, as you come through the door, if you could leave a like, that would be much appreciated tonight. We are aiming for 380 likes in order to have a pick roulette next week. And big announcement about the pick roulette, we are also going to have a t-shirt roulette. So basically, if we land on the t-shirt, which is going to be on the normal pick roulette in the future, then it means that somebody's going to be winning a t-shirt, and it's a signed shirt, and it's a bleached t-shirt, which I might actually be able to find a picture of somewhere if I can get the background up on screen and try and find where I uploaded this to last time. It might appear. There we go. So this is the t-shirt that you can win in future pick roulette targets that we hit. If we do hit that likes goal, then we're going to have a pick roulette, and this will be on that wheel. So if we then land on it, then we have another spin and see who's going to take home this signed t-shirt. And this is going to be starting not on tonight's pick roulette, but any future pick roulette. So this is why, if we do hit the target tonight, and we have one next week, there'll be a t-shirt on there that you guys can win as well. And it's an exclusive t-shirt. You can't buy these anywhere. They're just for the pick roulette, or now the t-shirt roulette, if we do land on one. So going to be looking forward to that. As I said, if you can hit that thumbs up, it'll be much appreciated, and then we can start maybe getting a t-shirt or two out there as well. And this is the t-shirt that you will be consulted on. If you do win it, you can chat to Carla and she can make it however you want it to be made, with the logo and that kind of distressed look, the faded look, and you can have more of a kind of splash design on there that I've shown on the live streams before. But anyway, that'll be happening if we do hit the target. But from Tuesday onwards, we're not going to be having a pick roulette Tuesday, so it's going to be technically Saturday onwards if we hit the target tonight. But we will be looking at that likeometer and hope that we can get lots of thumbs up tonight to close in on our target of 380. And I do know that last week I did extend the live stream to help us get to that target, but we'll see if we can make it a little bit quicker tonight. But thank you everyone for joining me tonight, just full stop, because as a few people will know, many years ago, probably about 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, I started live streaming, and it was pretty much to a couple of people, sometimes just to myself, and then I'd upload it and then some people would watch it. So thank you everyone for joining me tonight. And I am just looking over here because we've had another donation or two or three in that PayPal donations window. So thank you guys for these. And Lynn donated earlier on tonight at about 8:10. So thank you for that, Lynn. And it was a £71 donation. Thank you so much for that. And the message is, cheers. Here's a toast to the moderators, because common sense is not as common as we would hope. Thanks, Laurie, Carla, and Neil. So big shout out to the moderators in the house tonight in that live chat room. Thank you, Lynn, for that donation, but also that message. You'll be able to see the moderators' names go through the screen. We have Carla in there, and we also have Laurie and Neil. In fact, I think Carla's about to go through the live chat room. If a few more people comment and push her name up, there it is going through. So as you can see, the moderators' names are in blue and they have a wrench next to their names. So they just keep everything running smoothly in that live chat room. And thank you guys so much for doing that. And I'm just going to scroll up. Thank you, Lynn, for that donation. And Michelle has donated £25. So thank you so much for that, Michelle. And the message is, congrats on starting the new series. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. So thank you, Michelle. And so am I. Really looking forward to getting into it. And it's great that we can kick off the series with Buck Dharma. And it's great that he sent us a video. What I love about the Under the Spotlight series, and when we're going to be getting into it, is the fact that every single solo that we're going to be watching and appreciating and getting into is unique and has been made purely for us, which is amazing. And it means that we're not going to have any problems on the copyright front, because it's not a cover of anything and it's not a solo that exists in the world yet. It's purely going to be on this channel. So that is fantastic news, and we can always press ahead with our Under the Spotlight episodes, because it is all above board from that copyright perspective, and record labels can't block it, which is great. But thank you for that, Michelle. And Beth has donated £17.76. Thank you for that, Beth. And the message is, got some merch today, with a smiley face. Thank you, Phil, with a cool guy and some rock horns, guitar, music notation. And thank you guys for all of the donations, but thank you, Beth, for all of those guys with smiley faces and lots of emoticons. So thank you for that, and for buying the merch. And this is something that really does help as well. On the side, you can get your hands on some merchandise, but it also does run into the channel and the running of the channel, and helps me just to push forward with everything. So thank you so much for that, Beth. And I think we've had another donation as well. So thank you for this, Beth, again, for £13.76. And this is, I think, another message, or is it another one that's come through. I'm not sure whether this is the same one, but I'll read it out again. Beth donated £13.76, and the message was what I've just read out. Good evening, Phil. Got some of my merch today. Love it. Thank you, Phil. Pick to come. Did it say that at the end? I'm not sure. I'm just going to have a scroll down to see. And it was another donation. So thank you for that, Beth. It's just that they were very similar messages with the same kind of emoticons. I think that's what threw me off. But thank you for that double donation. And Beth is waiting for a pick, so that is great. And Deborah has donated £5 as well. So thank you for that, Deborah. And scrolling down, this says, for the Cross the Pond Fund or pizza. So thank you for that, Deborah. And I'm pretty much full up or full to the brim with Chinese because it was my dad's birthday a couple of days ago. So we had Chinese, and then we got so much Chinese that then the next night was Chinese again, just eating the leftovers. So yeah, I'm full up on Chinese, so it's probably going to be pizza time at some point next week. I'm not going to be having any more fast food this week because it's Saturday anyway. So technically tomorrow is the start of a new week, which means if I wanted to, I could maybe have fast food then, but I won't do. I will have something probably quite a lot into next week just to give myself a bit of space, because technically having Chinese twice in a row is like 2 fast foods a week, and I try to keep it down just to 1. So then it's a bit more special as well. But anyway, Deborah, thank you so much for that donation for the Cross the Pond Fund or pizza. I will certainly consider some pizza next week. And I'm just going to scroll up. I think that everything is up to date with our PayPal donation, so thank you guys for that. And just to look into the super chat window, we have Bill, who has donated $10. Thank you for that, Bill. The message is, hi Phil, something for whatever. Would you do Steve Butterfield reaction? So thank you for that, Bill. And I'm just trying to think if Steve is on the channel. I'm not sure whether I have featured Steve in the past. I might have done, but I'll have a look on my list, and if not, I will add Steve to my list. But thank you for that, Bill. And we have Bara7331. So thank you for that, the $5 donation. The message is, hi Phil, do you follow Tim Pierce and his channel? What do you think of his guitar play? He would be a great guest for your show, along with Rick Beato. So thank you for that. And I don't follow Tim. I haven't checked him out yet. And with Rick, I have exchanged messages with Rick in the past about a previous series that I did, which was called not Under the Spotlight, but it was called In at the Deep End. I'm trying to remember the name because it's quite a while ago now that we did a couple of those ones. But I think I have emailed Rick. I haven't heard back yet, but Rick is a very busy guy. I think it's going to be better when I actually have the first episode done and dusted, so then when I do email guitarists, even though we have quite a decent list of guitarists that will be featured, but I think it's going to be good to have an email that I can send out that includes the first episode. So rather than me trying to explain it to people, they can just see it firsthand, what it's all about, and then can make a decision whether they want to appear, and they'd like to appear from that point on, because then they get a really good appreciation of what they're letting themselves into. But thank you, Bara, for that donation. And Carla has donated $4.99. Thank you for that, Carla. And the message is, how many spins tonight, Phil? Thanks, with a smiley face. And I think Carla's trying to catch me out here, because earlier I wasn't sure whether we were doing a spin with a t-shirt or not. But as I understand it, it's going to be just 1 spin tonight, and that is it. So just 1 spin on the pick roulette wheel, because the whole t-shirt thing isn't happening yet. That's something that I'm mentioning for the future, and the earliest that is going to happen is Saturday night if we do hit the target for tonight with our pick roulette likes goal. So that is what we are going to be doing tonight, just 1 spin of the pick roulette wheel. So that is that, and hopefully I think Carla's trying to catch me out, but hopefully that is correct. I think it is, and even if it isn't, that is what's going to be happening tonight. Just 1 spick of the pick roulette wheel. I don't know why the P went all the way from the pick into the earlier part of the sentence there, but one spick of the Pick Roulette wheel and one spin tonight. So thank you for that, Carla. And Ginny has donated again $10. Thank you for that. And the message is, Phil, belated happy birthday to your dad. And there is another donation from me you didn't find before the program came on. Take care. So thank you for that, Ginny. And I'm just going to scroll down and have a little look. Okay, so before Orlando's donation, Ginny donated, and it was for $10. So thank you for this, Ginny, and for mentioning it. I didn't go back early enough. It's because what I've got on my screen, there's a box that I've got to put on it in order to capture the Pick Roulette later in the stream, and that is covering up the earlier donation from Ginny. So it just so happened to be very unfortunate the way that the screen was set up. But the message was, Phil, no question this time. Just wanted to say thank you for taking time to answer all our crazy questions. Take care. So thank you for that, Ginny. And we got there in the end. But thank you for that. A belated happy birthday to my dad, but also for pointing me in the direction of that earlier donation. And that was the earliest donation for today and tonight. So thank you for that. So I'm just going to make sure that the Pick Roulette wheel is still set up, and that is fine, which is great. So we are at midnight here in the UK, and we're going to be pushing things along with the live stream because we have a lot to get through tonight, including that Pick Roulette. So somebody is going to be a lucky winner tonight. So it also looks like we have Mario in the house, or at least I can just see about to go through. Somebody say hi, Mario, which was Teresa. So everybody say a big hello to Mario if he is in the house, or whether that is a bit of a red herring being thrown in there by Teresa. So, and I just see right at the bottom of the list, Leanne says Mario is here, Wings of Pegasus. So everybody say a huge hello to Mario in that live chat room. That's what we do on these here live streams whenever Mario is in the house. And you can see Mario's gem in the background, and also his Maton a little bit further back behind the Fender Strat. So everyone say hello to Mario, and thank you for joining us tonight, Mario. It wouldn't be a Saturday live stream without Mario being in that live chat room, but he is in there. So as I was saying, we have a lot to be getting through tonight with the Pick Roulette wheel. Also, we've got some pictures to look at. We're going to be trying to close in on our Pick Roulette likes goal for tonight. We are at 193, so 7 more to go to hit that 200 mark. We are going to be jumping into the cover video for tonight, and this was requested over on Patreon as always. So let's have a little look. And I think for tonight we did have a lot of requests for Parisian Walkways, and this was requested by Marilyn. Let me have a little look down the list as I scroll down. Karen as well, and Michelle is in there, Deborah, Lynn, Teresa as well. Let me just keep scrolling down to see Selena also requested it. So thank you guys for all of this, and Sky, Arizona Sky right at the end there. So thank you guys for requesting this one. I'm going to get it up on screen. I'll play it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys after this. Rock! Looking back at the photographs, those summer days spent outside corner cafes. Ooh, I could write you paragraphs about my old Parisian days. And there we have it. That was my cover of Parisian Walkways. I probably cut that off a little bit early before we heard the end of that run, but never mind. And the video went a little bit jumpy there because it wasn't the internet, it was me. Carla mentioned about doing a t-shirt tonight, so having a pick roulette spin, but then also having a roulette spin for a t-shirt, which we can do. And I, for some reason, thought there had to be a t-shirt on the wheel, which of course there doesn't have to be, but I was scrolling through Facebook to find the pick roulette wheel with the t-shirt on, and that's why when I try and do something on the computer and it's live streaming at the same time, obviously the computer has a bit of a panic and doesn't have enough memory or just can't load it all at the same time. So that's why it went a bit jumpy, so apologies for that. It was just me messing around in the background. But hopefully we're all back to being smooth and the frame rate's back to being smooth and everything is fine. So we are going to be doing that later. That's something that we can do. And let me just mention that was Carla's message and donation in the super chat window for $4.99. Thank you for that, Carla, saying how many spins tonight, Phil? ? Thanks, with a smiley face. Ginny donated $10 as well. Thank you for that, Ginny. The message is, Phil, belated happy birthday to your dad. And there is, hang on, I've gone back. I've gone back in time. That's like deja vu. So we had a little bit of Groundhog Day there. People tuning into the live stream, or maybe you're watching the live stream, you think, hang on, I've already heard this, what's going on? So anyway, Carla's donation was of $4.99. It's because it was exactly the same amount of donation and with Carla's name. So thank you for that. And let me just mention Fred donated $4.99 as well, saying keep it going, Phil. Love everything so far. So thank you for that. But Carla donated again, saying, can I give away a free shirt tonight using the wheel, please, with a smiley face and a heart. So we've just covered that. It's all fine. And Venus Wings has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that. And it is a cat doing, it looks like just a nod. So thank you for that, Venus Wings. And just to clarify, we are going to be having a t-shirt roulette later on. Somebody's going to be winning a t-shirt after the pick roulette. So we're going to have a couple of lucky winners. unless one person is really, really lucky and manages to have the wheel land on them twice in a row. But the odds of that are crazy, but we will see. Anyway, thank you for all of the donations tonight, and also the PayPal donations, which I'm going to get up on screen here, because we've had another few that have come through, and the donation is £6.88 from Deborah. So thank you for that, Deborah. And the message is to help with videos and keep your creativity shining. So thank you for that. And there's been another donation. Sue has donated £20. Thank you for that, Sue. And it is a straight up donation without a message, but thank you for that donation. And Steve has donated £5.70. So thank you for that, Steve. And the message is, the 70p is for me, Steve, aka Wang Fuzi. It is my birthday number 70 today. So happy birthday, Steve. Everybody say a big happy birthday to Steve in the live chat room, or happy birthday Steve, or Wang Fuzi. But that is his username in the live chat room, so you guys can look out for Wang Fuzi in there. But I hope you have a fantastic day, and congratulations on getting to the 70th one. That is certainly, I'm not going to say how old my dad was, because I'm sure he doesn't want me to mention it, but I almost just gave it away that it's not that exact. I better just stop talking, just in case he's watching this live stream. But congratulations, Steve, and happy 70th birthday. Anyway, moving on. Thank you for that donation as well. We are going to be getting just into that next donation, which is from Karen for £3.44. Thank you for that, Karen. And the message is, hi Phil, I look forward to the premiere of your Under the Spotlight creation. Being a musician, I truly appreciate your innovation, as well as your supporting fellow musicians in creatively expressing themselves in the universal language. There's a picture of a guitar, and then cheers, Karen. So thank you for that, Karen, for that donation and the message. And I'm really looking forward to getting Under the Spotlight up and running and out tomorrow night. And fingers crossed it's gonna all be okay with the editing and stuff. I think with the release time, because a few people have asked what time you're going to be releasing it, I'm just aiming to release it around the same time as the normal analysis video. So that'll be 2 AM here in the UK. That's usually when I manage to finish the video for the day, and that's when I upload it. So look out for it then, and that's Greenwich Mean Time. I don't know if you guys know what the time is, how it relates to your time zone, but if you notice when my videos are usually released, it'll be around that time. So pretty much 22 hours and 18 minutes from now. Is that right? It might be right. I'm not sure. So that is pretty much it. Or would that be, I think that would be maybe 1 AM, or would it be 2 AM? I don't know. It's too much maths for my liking. Basically, tomorrow night is going to be out, and if you are subscribed and you hit that notification bell, then you will be notified when it is released. But thank you, Karen, for that donation. And I'm just going to scroll up as well, because Marge has donated £2.06. Thank you for that, Marge, and that is a straight up donation. And Orlando is in the house as well. So hello, Orlando, and the donation is for $2. Thank you for that. And the message is, hello, I made it, rock, with lots of rock horns. So Orlando's in the house tonight, and he has managed to make it to the live stream. So hello, Orlando, and hello everybody in that live chat room. Let's have a little look in there. We've got Daniel going through, Brian, Totoro Porco as well, Beverly, Carla, Neil. We've got a couple of moderators back to back in that live chat room. Constantius just going through as well. Pamela and Billy's in the house. So hello guys, thank you for joining me tonight. And if you are new to the live stream, just introduce yourself in that live chat room, say hello, and that is how everybody starts out. And then we just have a few more people joining in every week, which is great. And if you can leave a thumbs up as well, that would be much appreciated. We are at 223 likes so far. 225 has just jumped up to. We're aiming for 380, and we have maybe half an hour left. So it's always a race against time. So do not hesitate to use that thumbs up button in order to try and hit this target, because if we hit this target, that means that you can get your name on the pick roulette wheel for next week, and you could win a signed pick and maybe even a signed Wings of Pegasus t-shirt as well, which we are going to be giving away tonight later on. So thank you as well to Stan, who has donated £5, and the message is, Parisian Walkway is just a perfect song for your style of play, in my humble opinion. So thank you for that, Stan. And Parisian Walkways is one of those songs that I think I'd probably naturally lean towards anyway, considering that Gary Moore was a huge influence on my playing when I was growing up, listening to him play and trying to work out what he was doing and listening to him play the blues. So yeah, that is one of those that I certainly enjoy playing and try to throw in some of those lines that Gary used to throw in himself, not only in the live version, but on the record, but also it's interesting the way that the song came about, the way that Phil Lynott did have it just as a song that he wanted to put vocals on, and something that actually originally, I've mentioned this before, Gary had it as an instrumental and it didn't have any vocals, but then Phil Lynott got involved, and that's how it then turned into being a full song with lyrical content on it as well. So anyway, interesting stuff. But thank you, Stan, so much for that donation. And Mark has donated £6.88 as well. Thank you for that, Mark. And the message is, showing great courtesy to those old country music rednecks in America. Thank you. So no problem. Thank you for that donation, Mark. And this is the thing about the channel. I just look at lots of different genres, lots of different styles of playing, and that's the good thing about Under the Spotlight as well. Tomorrow night we're going to be taking a look at different players who play different styles, and they're all playing over the same backing tracks, so it's going to be really interesting to see how they use their style and their genre of artistry, you know, because some players are really in the country genre, others in the hard rock, others just in blues. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they play over the backing track, because it's always going to be different. But thank you for that, Mark. And I'm just going to scroll up again because there has been another donation, and this is coming from Brenda, and it's for £6.88. So thank you so much for that, Brenda, and it is a straight up donation. So we are just approaching 1 a.m. here. It's actually 10 to 1 almost here in the UK. We are going to be jumping into probably the pick roulette if we can. We do look at pictures before that. So before we get into the pick roulette for tonight, we're going to be taking a look at some of those pictures that you've been sending in. And thank you guys for uploading these to the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. If you do use Facebook and you want to join in with that group, just type in Wings of Pegasus supporters and you'll be able to find it. Join in there. That's where a lot of the live chat room crew and the catch-up crew, the whole crew, hang out in between live streams. So make sure you check out that page if you are a user of Facebook. But let's get the background up on screen and see if we can have a look at some of these pictures that have been uploaded over there. I'm not sure how many we've got, maybe just a couple. The first we're going to be taking a look at is, or should be, Leanne, who has uploaded this picture of her with her winning pick from the pick roulette. So a huge congratulations to Leanne for winning that. That is the signed pick and also a picture of some guy. So thank you for uploading that, Leanne. And we should be able to get a picture of Frances with her mug, even though you can't see Frances in the picture. Actually, that might, is that a hand holding the mug, or maybe it's just a horizontal mug, so it is difficult to make up. But thank you, Francis, for uploading that and holding the mug, if that is you holding the mug, and also just for taking a picture of some of the merchandise, as you guys all do. But thank you for uploading that one, and any merchandise pictures that you do have, feel free to upload those to the Wings of Pegasus supporters group on Facebook. And thank you to Vince and Carla for getting me to the pictures and sending them to to me as well, so that I can then get them uploaded for the live stream and on the software. So everybody, we are just about to jump into the pick roulette for tonight. We haven't done one of these in quite a while, and if you haven't hit that thumbs up, great opportunity to do it. I'm going to be disappearing from the screen for a little while, but we are going to be jumping into tonight's pick roulette. So good luck, everybody. Hopefully it's you that's going to win, and we're going to be spinning again for a t-shirt. So keep tuned in to see who's going to win, because it could be you. But hopefully this is all still going to work from when I set it up from before. I'm going to disappear for a little while, and I'll see you in a little while. But you'll hear my voice, so it's all fine. See you in a second. Rock. So we have the background, and we now do have the pick roulette wheel. So let's have a little look on here, and if you've seen one of these before, even though it's quite a while ago, the last one that we did, we shuffle the names on the wheel 5 times. Let me do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we give it a spin. But let me pick out my top tip for tonight to see if, let me see, I'm going to say Mike. So Mike Jetson, he's my top tip for tonight. Obviously the chances of it landing on Mike are just one in 84. There's 84 people that could be winning tonight. So good luck, everybody. Let's give this a spin, and if it lands on Mike, then it's my lucky day or night, and I'll probably go and buy a lottery ticket if it does indeed land on Mike. But let's have a look at the names going round. It's now starting to slow down. So we can see going through Laurie's just going through Max as well, Patricia, Thomas, Lisa, and Fred. It might land on, or is it gonna, I think it's gonna go, is it gonna land on the birthday boy for tonight, or is it gonna be Shawnee Key? It's going to be Shawnee Key that it has landed on tonight. So that was so close to being a birthday treat for Wang Fuzi, but Shawnee Key is the winner tonight. So congratulations, Shawnee Key, and if you could let yourself be known to Carla in that live chat room, that would be much appreciated. That was so close, but so far. And thank you everyone for getting your names on that wheel, and commiserations to those who didn't quite make it tonight. But if we keep on hitting our likes goal, then there's always going to be another opportunity to win. That is the great thing about the pick roulette and the pick roulette wheel. Hopefully in the future we can have lots and lots more wheels, and also we can have a few more t-shirt pick roulettes, or t-shirt roulettes without the pick in there. But anyway, so what we're going to be doing now is going back to the wheel, and we're going to be shuffling again 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to give it a little spin. I think I'm just going to have to just centralize this to make sure you guys can see the counter on the right hand side to see who it actually ends on. But this is now for a t-shirt that is going to be sent to you by Carla, and obviously the same rules apply, that you have to make yourself be known in that live chat room. So this is for a signed t-shirt, totally custom made, that you can get from Carla. That's a bleached t-shirt with the Wings of Pegasus logo. Anyway, let me just spin it and see whose lucky day it is today. This is for a t-shirt. Hopefully that is very clear now. It's not for a pick. So let's have a little look to see. Maybe this will land on Mike this time, and I just was a little bit premature with my choosing. And let's have a little look at who is going round. I think I did shuffle it 5 times. I'm just getting a bit confused. It must be because this is Susan and Dennis just going through. Brianna, Sherry. Is it going to get as far as Lucy? And it looks like, I think it's going to be Lucy. Is it going to land on Lucy? And it has. So congratulations to Lucy, who is the winner and the first ever winner of the Wings of Pegasus custom bleached t-shirt that is signed. So thank you everyone for entering. We do have a winner in Lucy for the t-shirt tonight. So congratulations to Lucy. Let yourself be known in the live chat room, but I'm sure Lucy knows how this all works. And Lucy is one of our regular viewers and regular donators and regular just everything. So thank you, Lucy, for supporting the channel so much, but also congratulations tonight for winning. And commiserations to everybody again if you didn't win again. But as I said, there's always going to be a future opportunity for you to win, as long as we do hit our target in that likes goal up at the top corner, the top right hand corner of your screens. So congratulations to our winners tonight. But we are going to be going back to me on screen, and we are going to be jumping into that PayPal donations window because there has been another donation in there. But also, let me just mention that Orlando's donated $5 as well and says, happy birthday, Wang Fuzi. Congratulations, Shawnee Key, with lots of pictures there that I think are birthday related, cake and a balloon and more cake and party poppers and all that kind of stuff. So thank you for that donation, Orlando. And yes, indeed, another happy birthday to Wang Fuzi, and congratulations, Shawnee Key, but also Lucy for picking up that t-shirt. And let me get back to the PayPal donations window because there has been another donation in there, and this has come in from Valerie, and it is £6.88. So thank you for that, Valerie. And the message is, hi Phil, not really in the chat room anymore other than watching, but do still catch the live streams and your analysis videos, and super excited to see the first UTS series under the spotlight. GL and rock on. So thank you for that, and GL, I'm assuming that means good luck. So thank you for that, Valerie. And I'm not really up to speed with all of the abbreviations nowadays that you get on the internet, but hopefully that is what that means. But thank you for that, Valerie, and we are up to date with the PayPal donations. Thank you so much, everybody, for those. And like, hopefully you can see on the screen, the YouTube donations and the PayPal donations, the YouTube donations, or the Super Chat have 35 to 45% go to YouTube. So just so you guys know, but that should be on the screen so you guys can read that as it is going through. But thank you everyone for the PayPal donations as well. So we are at 268 likes, which means we are looking for another 112 people to hit that thumbs up in order to hit our target for tonight. So if you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, now would be a great time to do it, and we will see how close we can get to that in order to have another pick roulette next week. But also, if we do hit that target, we'll be having another t-shirt roulette, so we might have another winner next week. Who knows? But let's see how that counter goes, whether it keeps on going up. Hopefully it does. We're just looking for a few more people to join in to that live chat room. So we are going to be jumping into another requested video from the Patreon page. So again, thank you guys for answering my requests over there. And we've had quite a few. I think we've got another Paris themed live stream tonight because we've had another request for Paris Nord as well as Parisian Walkways earlier. So Paris Nord again requested by Marilyn, so thank you for that. Lisa was in there. Karen requested it as well. Just scrolling down to see, I think a few more people did. Michelle put a request in. Also Lynn and Beverly and Teresa as well, and Mary and Trish. So lots of other requests. Selena. I'm just going to keep on scrolling down. So thank you guys for all of the requests for Paris Nord. And I think we'll have a look at maybe, I can't remember which one we watched last. It's probably quite a while ago. Either we've got a lyric video version of it, which is the album version, or we have, and I can see that the pick roulette music is still going on in the background, but it is going to finish before we get into this next video, and it should end now according to what the screen is telling me. Let's see if I can find maybe the acoustic version of it. Let's have a go for the acoustic. It's just one or the other. I found the acoustic version, so here we go. Paris Nord, thank you guys for requesting this, and I'll see you after. Rock! Hello, Phil here, obviously. This is going to be my acoustic version of one of my album tracks called Paris Nord, and I'm going to film another bit after this and edit it in so that I can sing the other part of the chorus with myself.
If I had known, if I had known for just one moment you'd be gone. It's not okay, we want to know. Lost in your eyes, Paris night skies, both hypnotized. Find a way to find your way, spend the night with you in Paris Nord. It's so unfair, you left me there. You took the 9:35 from Paris Nord. In a heartbeat, you were gone. Like ships in the night, love at first sight, holding you tight. Find a way to find your way, spend the night with you in Paris Nord. It's so unfair, you left me there. You took the 9:35 from Paris Nord. Left with just her aroma from our standstill adventure. Now I'm stuck in a world of regret, and it's 9:35. I'm not happy, but I feel alive. So much I wanted to say, but now it's too late. Find a way to find your way, spend the night with you in Paris Nord. It's so unfair, you left me there. You took the 9:35 from Paris Nord. You took the 9:35. You took the 9:35. You took the 9:35 from Paris Nord.
And there we have it. That was my song called Paris Nord. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, the acoustic version of it. You can pick up the album version of it at wingsofpegasus.com/music, and that's where you can find my album called Persistence. But all of my songs are there. You can download them individually if you want to as well. So we have had a little bit of action in the PayPal window as well, but thank you to Mike, who has donated in the super chat window as well. And this is $5. Thank you for that, Mike. And the message is, almost won the pick. congratulations Shawnee Key and Lucy Texas Gal. So thank you for that, Mike, and yes, indeed, congratulations to our winners tonight. And we've had another donation that's just come in from Desico Incorporated for $20. So thank you for that. And the message is, beautiful song, keep rocking, with some rock horns and a heart, I think it is. It's difficult to make it out, but thank you for that, and I thank you for the kind words, and I will do my best to keep on rocking. And we have had a little bit of action in that PayPal donations window, so I just want to address that quickly. And it is Amy who has donated £10. Thank you for this, Amy. And the message is, hi Phil, love the t-shirt Roulette. Congrats, Lucy. So thank you, Amy, for that donation, and congratulations to Lucy, of course, for winning on that roulette wheel and winning that, even though at the end of that roulette wheel it did say congratulations on winning your autographed guitar pick, but of course it's a t-shirt, as we all know. So thank you for that, Amy. And I'm just going to scroll up because there has been another donation, and this has come in from Lucy, and it's for £5. So thank you for that. And the message is, howdy Phil, fellow wingers and new wingers. I just got in the stream. I can't believe I won the first t-shirt roulette. Don't forget to spike the likes, y'all. The next winner could be you, with some rock horns, a heart, and peace. So thank you for that, Lucy, and thank you for entering, getting your name on the pick roulette wheel. And I think maybe the t-shirt roulette was a bit of a surprise tonight, but Lucy, we just saw from her there, we're hearing that she only just jumped in on the stream and then she's winning a t-shirt. So that's the kind of crazy thing that can happen on this channel whenever we are live streaming. But hopefully we can hit our target for next week's pick roulette so we can do it all again. But we have just gone past 1:05 in the morning here, so we're going to be wrapping things up pretty soon, and we're looking for another 91 people to hit the thumbs up. Is that right? Maybe another 90 people. My maths for some reason today just is really letting me down, or I'm questioning my mathematical ability, and I think quite rightly. So it looks like we're looking for 89 more people to join in that live chat room and give a spike of the likes. So thank you everyone who's hit that thumbs up so far. I'm going to maybe quit trying to do the maths because it's too complicated, but thank you, Lucy, for that. And I can see that we've had another donation, and this has come in from Mario. So a big hello to Mario, as we all said earlier on. And Mario has donated £150. Thank you so much, Mario, for that very kind donation. And the message is, great music, great times, absolutely awesome, Phil, with a smiley face and the ace hand signal. So thank you for that, Mario, a very kind donation, and for joining us in the live streams on Saturdays. And like I always say, it's not quite the same on a Saturday night without Mario in that live chat room and without everybody saying the customary hello to Mario as well. So thank you for joining us, Mario, tonight, and that very kind donation. So we are going to be moving into probably the final section of the live stream now. I think we might have time for one more video, depending on what you guys want to see. So I'm just going to have a little look into the live chat room. Maybe, I don't know, I know for a fact we've got now 4 real life story cartoons that are on my software, so I could play one of those. I could play one more original song, and I'm just going to leave a little bit of time to get into the live chat room, because the first suggestion that I see in that live chat room is what we are going to do. So it's either going to be a song or it's going to be a real life stories, and if you want to, you can pick one of the 4, if you can remember which they are, that I've played over the last few months, or I don't know how long I've been playing these live, probably even longer than that, but the live stream real life stories. So I'm now going to have a little look into the live chat room and see what is going on in there. We've got Mike or Tortoro Porco going through, who's saying a thumbs up to Mario. Jennifer's going through as well. Francis and Laurie and Lynn. And I'm going to have a little look down the list because Laurie, I can see, just said, yay, Phil tunes. So let's pick out a Phil tune and I might be able to see... Oh, and I can see Jennifer saying song, song, song. But unfortunately, Jennifer was beaten to it by Laurie. So we'll have a little look at a cartoon. And I'm waiting to see if somebody suggests a particular cartoon. But if not, maybe I'll just have a little scroll down the list and click on one. And whichever one it is, that is what we are going to watch. So let's have a little scroll down. And this one, whichever this is. So I hope you enjoy this. I don't even know which one this is because it's just real. It says real life stories. So this is a cartoon. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'll see you guys after this. Rock!
Holy gosh, guys, you will not believe what I have just managed to secure.
What are you talking about? Can't you see we're right in the middle of watching Jeremy Kyle?
Well, I have just managed to secure us as the headline act in this year's biggest and only festival in Maidenhead. On Monday evening.
Monday evening? Sounds like a very queer time to have the final big act of the festival. Well, I guess it must be a bank holiday for the crowds to be there.
I think we should not check and just assume that is the case. It would be great to play to a festival crowd. I'm starting to feel nervous already.
Well, I can't believe we are going to be on the main stage. This is so awesome.
Well, it can't hurt to get our music out to a larger audience and to play on a large stage. It will be a great experience for us. Hello there, I wonder if you can help me. My band are due to headline the Guff Fest and we can't find the venue. Do you know where it is? We stupidly thought we would be able to follow the crowds but we must be in the totally wrong vicinity. Any ideas?
Oh yes, this is Guff Fest. Are you Phil Henley?
Heck. Sorry. Yes, I am Phil. I do apologize but I seem to have missed where it is being held. Where is the crowd and where is the main stage?
The main stage, or stage 1, is located over in that direction. Stages 2 and 3 are in the opposite direction, with the acoustic stage just in front of the toilets.
Okay, great thanks. So where do we unload to get to the main stage? Is the space on stage to have our equipment ready while the previous band are playing? And also how far away is the field and stage as I can't hear the crowds and I assume it must be a long walk from here?
Note, the main stage is behind you. If you look on the floor, there is some gaffer tape on the floor running diagonally across the corner of the room with main stage written on it.
Ha, for a second there I thought you said there wasn't actually a stage and that it was just a floor divided into two sections depicted by gaffer tape.
That is exactly what I said.
Oh, I seem to have been misled by the use of the term festival. This is in fact just a room with gaffer tape on the floor in three corners of the room depicting stages 1, 2 and 3. It also seems to get to the toilets you have to walk directly through the acoustic stage while the person is performing, not to mention of course the unique aroma that is being generated from behind the stage.
This is the way we set it up every year and it's always worked very well.
How many people do you get on average a year coming to this pub? Sorry, festival.
We tend not to count in numbers as I find them misleading. I hate figures.
Great. Well, I shall take that answer as attendance is minimal. Well, we have 10 friends and family coming down at least, thank Ruddy heck.
Do they realize it is £6 to get in on the door?
Holy guff. Are you yanking my crank? How can you justify that entry fee? That means you will be making at least £60 from us alone, and that is before any beverage purchase being taken into account. How much are we getting paid for this gig? Sorry, festival.
We don't pay the bands, not even petrol money because we are totally out of order.
Well, to be fair, that seems to be common practice these days.
Yes, And also the bands that we booked to play are not checked beforehand, so they could be the worst band we've ever heard.
Well, again, at least you are following the common guidelines. So shall we set up now while there is nobody around? Haha. That was a joke.
Okay. Also, we might ask you to turn yourselves down somehow, as some people prefer to watch the television, which we leave on during performances.
Fantastic. Well, do we at least get any free drinks or food? We will be here for 6 hours in total after all.
We will allow you free tap water all evening.
That's absolutely fantastic. For some reason water is something I feel like I need to stay alive, so having it from a tap for free seems like a great offer. Thank you so much.
Think nothing of it.
Oh, I will. Right, I had better get back to the van and tell the guys the good news about the extortionate ticket price, not getting paid, no stage, and no crowd. Thank you for this opportunity and this great festival. Before I leave, I must inform you this has now become the worst day of my life. Bye.
One last thing. While we were talking, I could see your car was getting a parking ticket.
That's brilliant. Bye.
And there we have it. That was a random real life story, and it turned out to be Guffest. And even though I have labelled it at the beginning as Guffest, like the most guff, it's Guffest is what I've called it, because yeah, this particular festival. Anyway, it obviously wasn't called that, but this particular festival that was very local to me was pretty much exactly as described there on the real life stories. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in tonight to this live stream. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to hit our target tonight of 380. We're at 310, so we're going to be looking for 70 members of the catch-up crew to hit that thumbs up to get us to our pick roulette likes total, or should I say now it's just going to be the likes goal for the live stream, and there won't be a pick roulette next week, unfortunately. But I am just going to be jumping into the PayPal donations window because we have had some action in there, and it has been a donation from Michelle for £3.44. Thank you for that, Michelle. And the message is, hi Phil, wow, over 170,000 subs on your way to 200,000. Excited for new platform tomorrow. Rock with a thumbs up and some fire. So thank you so much for that, Michelle. And yes, I mean, we're going in the right direction. I still think that 200,000 is a way off because there's just a ridiculous number of people. I mean, 171,000 is just ridiculous as well. But maybe we will keep on going in the right direction, and yeah, just being over 170,000 is amazing. So thank you guys for subscribing, hitting the like button, watching the videos, commenting as well. And yes, stay tuned for tomorrow night's video. That's going to be a good one, the first episode of Under the Spotlight. And David has donated £68.78, so thank you so much for that, David. And the message is, great channel, Tyler Land Studios, Rome, New York. So thank you for that, David, for the very kind donation there. And I am just going to scroll up because that is us up to date with the PayPal donations. So thank you everyone for those very kind donations. And we have had a couple of donations in the super chat window as well. Stan has donated $2. Thank you for that, Stan. The message is, this should cover all the tap water you could drink. So thank you for that, Stan. And yes, it definitely will. And all the air that I can breathe as well. This is something that I wouldn't be surprised to find out in the future when governments start charging you for your air consumption, because they started doing that at the gas stations, or petrol stations as we call them here in the UK. It used to be free to put air into your tyres, and you used a machine to do that, whereas for quite a long time now you've had to pay to do it. But I can understand that you're using the machine in order to, and there's got to be some kind of maintenance to pump up your tyres, your car tyres, or your bike tyres if you want to do them really quickly. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at some point we get charged for breathing air. Or they could maybe cordon off a section and say, right, because you're on this land, you have to pay for the air that you're breathing. Hopefully that won't happen, and I'm saying it sarcastically, fingers crossed, but you never know with this crazy world that we live in. But anyway, thank you for that donation. Stan Orlando has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that in the messages. Why did that bartender not have you guys perform in a broom closet and offer you guys free air? So thank you for that, Orlando. And Orlando was ahead of me with my thought process about the air. So thank you for that, Orlando. And Mike has donated $5. Thank you for that, Mike. And the message is, did you get any tips during McGuff Fest? So thank you for that, Mike. And no, it's not the way that original live music works here in the UK. There's generally nothing that you have at the front of the stage because people assume that you're getting paid by the venue, but you don't get paid by the venue. That's only for cover bands. So for original material, there is no payment. You just bring along your fans. They spend lots of money getting lots of money behind the bar for the owners, but you don't actually make anything yourself unless, say for example, the common deal that we had was if you sold 60 tickets, you then made £1 for each ticket that you sold beyond 60 tickets. And for most bands, bringing 60 people is quite a lot for most unsigned bands who are just trying to get somewhere, and making or bringing more than 60. Say for example you bring 80 people, that is a lot of people, but then you've made £20, and then in a band of 4, that's £5 each. So you're not even covering your petrol money to get there if you bring a lot of people, even 100 people, which if you imagine in a small pub or a small club is a significant amount of people. You're still only going to be making £10 per musician. So yeah, this is why just getting into music is not a wise move. You really have got to be doing it for the love of it, because there's certainly no music, there's no money in music, and yeah, you have to be very patient with it and accept that you're going to have to work, get another job to then pay to perform your passion and to chase your dream of being a full-time musician. So it's just something that you have to accept, that you really do have to just play for the love of it. But anyway, thank you so much for the donations, and Mike for that one. And I can see another one has come through over on PayPal as well. So thank you, Patricia, for this £3.43 donation. It is a straight up donation, but thank you for that. And I'm going to be calling it to a close now. So we are going to be looking at the catch-up crew. To hit that thumbs up if you can do. If you're watching this in the future, hit that thumbs up. It really does help with the channel to grow on the whole, but also for these live streams to get out there. So it is massively appreciated. So I'm now off to just make sure that the audio is going to be okay for tomorrow night's first episode of Under the Spotlight. Really looking forward to that. I'm just going to do a quick mix of Buck's solo with the backing track. And the great thing is that Buck did send me an independent recording and audio file for the video, which is just his solo, and then I've got the backing track independently, so it means that I can mix it and stuff. So that is really cool of Buck to go to those lengths to make it easy for me to set it all up for tomorrow. So a huge thank you to Buck for just taking part in Under the Spotlight and allowing me to have such an amazing first episode, really starting with a bang, like I mentioned last night, to have Buck Dharma from Blue Oyster Cult on the show tomorrow night. But thank you guys for joining me, and I can see that Patricia has just donated £3.43 again. Thank you for that, Patricia. And the message is, come to the USA. I promise you'll be hydrated, paid and fed. So thank you for that, Patricia. And hopefully in the future at some point it's going to be possible, because here in the UK we're starting to get a bit of a handle on this COVID situation. We've had, I think now, over 33 million people have had their first dose of the vaccine, and millions of people are getting their second dose. So I think it's something like maybe 13 people sadly have died in the last 24 hours, but that has come down from literally hundreds of people. So we are seeing a definite decrease in the numbers, and hopefully those numbers are just going to keep on decreasing with the numbers of people that are getting the vaccinations. And my sister is due to get hers as well in the coming days, I do believe, so I'm sure I will be on the list pretty soon. So we are really rolling it out here in the UK so that everyone over 40 is pretty much getting theirs now, and then everyone under 40 will be getting theirs pretty soon. And I just qualify for the under 40 and not over 40. But hopefully things will improve here and all around the world if these vaccinations can be rolled out at speed and everyone just follows the, if they don't have the vaccination, just follows the government guidelines, self-distancing, all that kind of stuff. But thank you Orlando as well, who has just donated $2, and the message is better luck next weekend for the thumbs up. So we will try our best next weekend, see where we end up, but it's great that we had a pick roulette tonight and the first t-shirt roulette as well. So thank you guys for joining me. As I mentioned, stay safe, follow your government's guidelines, and just do everything you can, wear your masks, all of that stuff to really help with this situation where you may be, wherever you may be. But thank you guys for tuning in tonight, wherever you may be across the world, because it is so great to be able to just communicate with you guys in a live setting and to see your names in the live chat room. Thank you for joining me, you guys, and to everybody that is new to the live chat room as well. So thank you, Laurie, Neil, Lauren, How Co-Cube, and Laurie again, Karen, and Laurie, and Patrick, Chet, and Chal, is that? I think something like that. Chai. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll catch you guys at the video tomorrow night. Look out for that. Don't miss it. Under the Spotlight, episode 1, Buck Dharma from Blue Oyster Cult. And if I don't see you then, but hopefully I will, I'll see you on Tuesday night for another live stream. Live analysis on Wednesday night, and then we get back into the analysis videos on Friday night as well. So I will see you guys then. Have a great rest of the weekend, and I will catch you guys later. Rock!